If you are not trying to spend $1,000 on a new phone, but still want some decent options for not quite as much money, we are pitting the new iPhone 8 against the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus to the death. There are lots of reasons to consider either the new iPhone 8 or any of the Samsung Galaxy 8 phones recently released as well, because you deserve an upgrade without spending all the money. That would rule out an iPhone 10 or Samsung Note 8. Sorry guys. By the way, I don't actually own either of these phones, so it's a brand new impression to me, but I do have a busted iPhone 6. Tech journalist, just like you. There are some solid reasons you might consider the iPhone 8. For one, if you like Apple, this one still gives you a home button. And it looks like most iPhones from forever, but the insides are much faster because of that new A11 Bionic chip, which Apple claims makes it 25% speedier. Prices start at $699, so not quite Warbucks money when you factor in many cell provider contracts. Alternatively, maybe you prefer Android, love Samsung, or are now open to one because boo to Apple's no headphone jack policy. The S8 has a slick design I am genuinely digging, and our own mobile editor called it a slam dunk. The smaller version starts at $725. This Plus begins at $825 MSRP, but those are unlocked and carriers all vary slightly, so check around. There's at least one key similarity. They both let you use Qi charging. So I'm going to put these to the test with some phone basics, and we will just see which one comes out on top. Now I have to set them up first. Ugh, you have to hand it to Apple. They make setting up an iPhone real easy. My second task is download a video and watch it, because that can take far too long and also drain your battery. Let's use the Galaxy S8 Plus first. I'll be downloading this beaut of a documentary about cats, just like someone might before taking a flight. It took the Galaxy just 2 minutes to download the video. And now for a curveball. Apple wouldn't let me download that video, so I had to install YouTube and download it that way. The surprise of using an iPhone can be found doing simple things like this, or at least trying to. It won't allow me to download the same video from the same place, so I have to first install YouTube, then download it from there. The total download time for Apple was 4:55. That is a lot longer to wait. And yes, they're both on the same Wi-Fi network. So now to watch it. Remember, Samsung calls these screens infinity displays, and they run at resolutions as high as 2960 by 1440, which is a little more than the usual Quad HD. But the phones are set to run at Full HD Plus, meaning 2020 by 1080 by default. So you will have to change that if you want it at max beautiful. The iPhone 8 is still an LCD screen, only the 10 has OLED. But it does have a sensor that detects the color temperature of where you're at and adjusts accordingly. It's called True Tone. The resolution is not as high as the Samsung at 1334 by 750. When Engadget originally tested this iPhone by looping a video, it lasted 12 hours, which is pretty much an iPhone standard. The larger 8 Plus did a lot better. And the Samsung Galaxy 8S line lasted longest at just over 15 hours, so keep that in mind if battery life matters to you. It's time for the third task, and for this, sorry everyone, I'll be taking selfies. I'll use the iPhone first because I really want to try portrait mode. Let's do the iPhone 8 first. It has a 7 megapixel camera in the front, the 12 megapixel is in the back. Okay, no filters here. Now the Galaxy S8 Plus. It has an 8 megapixel front-facing camera and also 12 in the rear. I think this is what normal people do in selfies. Okay, honestly, they are both excellent cameras. But I was surprised by liking at least the display of the Galaxy S8 Plus much better than I thought I would. All right, it's decision time. Who in our head-to-head challenge wins out? So I actually loved using the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. There's something about the shape or the design. It's like a sleek space seal. It's just fun to use. I think it's the rounded edges of the Galaxy over the kind of standard iPhone shape that just doesn't seem all that new to me. Plus, I'm encouraged by the battery life, the display, and the camera quality. But I realize many of you just straight love using Apple products, and I get it. I have one myself. So there you have it. Barely a Samsung win, but of course, that's just my take. If you have an opinion on what phones we should compare next, let us know in the comments.